Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. So welcome back to me again. Okay, in special in this video, I would like to explain about the integrated English language teaching. Wow, this is special. And before this, I explain about the current teaching, but in the day, it's special about the integrated English language teaching. So check it out. Okay, before I explain here, so maybe my name is Anis Rumaidayati. So yes, I'm come from class G. So the table of content in this video is the first section is always the meaning, and the next is the component of the ELT English language teaching, and the next is about the conclusion. Okay, number one is about the meaning. Okay, an integrated English language teaching is their major relevant concept and will be discussed. This part is there is three parts. This number one is the basic concept of English language teaching, and the number two is definition and coverage of life skills, and the last is a strategy of integration to the last concept. A specific account is presented. This is the major relevant concept and 3-point integrated English language teaching. Integrated English language teaching is, according to Dalton Power, is content and language integrated learning is an educational area where a language different from the student first language is and use educational medium of instruction. So he argued that still resemble of the form of bilingual education program such as content-based and then instruction animation education. And the number two is the component of ELT or the component of integrated English language teaching. The component of ELT is 05. The sometimes review concept as a good idea. The number one is kind of life skill integrated in ELT, and number two is the strategy of integration, and the three is problems of implementation and their possible solution, and the number four is the solution to the problems, and the last is the following recommendation are put forward to make the implementation more effective. You can check it out in this picture. Okay, there are 5. This is about the concept of the good idea. Wow. Okay, and the number one is kind of life skill integrated in the ELT. This like example to word is respect, diligent, courage, responsibility, religious, hardworking, self-reliance, collaborating, working, problem solving, critical thinking, communication skill, self-confident, in caring, and decision making. So the complex, basic, and character in this kind of life skill in integrated in ELT. Okay, the number two is the number two is about the strategy of integration. And the English teacher that target school employ different ways to integrate life skill into the teaching of their subject. However, there is a tendency among English teacher, and then the common why to integrate them is by developing right and conversely only few teachers as they claim integrate them by content. However, analysis on document and observation during classroom session do not approve to all. There is the method, material, and media management of classroom measurement, and then this is the main point in the strategy of integration. Next, the integration through method. Wow, and you must I think this is the important why we will explain this material. Theoretically, group decision is strongly recommended to employ. It can be employed to develop social as well as academic skill. Nevertheless, other techniques are also suggested to employ. The from the law example suggests that personal skills living fair to use a variety of the techniques such as lecture exercise and logic exercise in dialectic and rhetoric, association, explanation, and imitation. Other life skill can be developed through the following technique. presentation, demonstration, and think, pair, share, Texas education agency, and summarizing. So the integration talk method is important. Next. Okay, the integration talk material, it is before is method, and this is about the material. A teaching material are selected to meet teaching goals. So the kind of the teaching material for life skills to reflect the kind of life skill to be developed. This means that the integration life skill are approach and from content explanation to the college lesson plan review, that the title selected do not reflect the kind of life skill to be developed. This is the integration through material. Okay, next the integration through the media. It is method. It is method and this media. Picture are the most frequently used teaching media during in this classroom season, right? Chord is another teaching used by the teacher, and then an explanation to the existing media, however, does not reflect the kind of life skill being developed. Therefore, during classroom season, the teacher never integrate life skill through the teaching media. It is no these songs, maybe the picture, or no, it is no, but it is there is media that they improve our skill, that support our teaching, that the all of the media. This, I think, yes, this is good for you. Okay. Okay, and the next is the integration through management of the classroom. The management classroom is management time, management how to be teaching, and how to the student can accept our material, our knowledge well. Okay, there is no specific effort from the teacher as they from the interview, the integrated life. There are tool of the teacher and the spontaneous activities, and the let the student to active particular at the life skill. Next. Okay, the integration through measurement. As the life saving and the measurement, if one of the document above, there is no single document identifying specific life skill to be developed and how the access, instead of giving more specific life skill formulation, and then with identification, and then the lack of a clarity to let teacher to develop the skill ineffectively, with there is no specific actively how life skills were evaluated in the classroom. Okay, the number 3, problem of implementation and their possible solution. Wow. The integration and life skill in English language teacher is implementation in the pilot project commonly work in plan by the teacher. However, some problem emerge during the implementation. Example, low monitoring, incomprehensive input, life skill, unclear instruction, and poor time management. I think this is the pure of the problem in the ELT. Okay, next, the solution to the problem you can see in the lectures. Check it out. Okay, this is the solution of the problem if you want to teaching using the ELT. So don't forget, it is number until 10, building communication, it is sharing and selecting, and then interthinking, selecting more comprehensive, setting up clear goal, and developing writing, and so more. Okay, and the number 5 is okay, and the following recommendation to make the implementation more effective. And there are 3, I think. The number 1 is the integration can be done more comprehensive. It covers not only material but also other element of teaching media, measurement, life skill. Isn't that simple? And the teachers should be develop a collaboration work among the peers of the school staff. Okay, and the conclusion is the integration of life skill in English language teaching has to be managed properly to active and optional results. The exploration to field reflects some problems on the implementation. So in ELT, is one of the teaching and methodology, and like the how to be teaching with the many characteristic, and always improve our characteristic that every student, like classroom management, lesson learning material, learning assessment, and then selection of the learning, and then acquiring, and then inflexibility of model to apply in communication tasks in the school, and then incorporating material and developing representing assessment. So in ELT is so important, and we have master basic, and we must know about the knowledge if you want to share. And then don't forget this, always using the strategy and methodology if every we want to teaching. Okay, this is about the ELT, and so thank you very much for me. Thank you very much. And then so I'm so sorry, maybe yes in my mistake when I yes, maybe not clear when I explain about this material, but it's so very thank you very much, and please watching the next my video. Okay, thank you very much. The last for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.